Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Packer Universe podcast, aka the Pup List. I am Tay. I'm joined by Ren for our first takeaway. We just watched something happen on Monday Night Football. Packers took on the Eagles at home, and Ren, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what we saw. It was pathetic. Another terrible loss by the Packers. I mean, we had the outcome that we expected. The Packers were going to lose. However, they found new ways to disappoint us, new ways to, I don't know, just look terrible. You had the offense just look awful. They can't do anything. You had your franchise quarterback look like total garbage. You had routes running terrible. You had run plays galore. I think it was like under 2 yards a carry. A defense that, they held them, but eventually they were going to break, and they did. But they couldn't get to Jalen Hurts. They couldn't do anything. And you just had missed opportunity after missed opportunity by the Packers. It was just disheartening, pathetic. And again, the Packers found a way to lose in a way that you just didn't expect them to lose. They got a takeaway, but then they gave up some, and then I think the refs were bad. It's just terrible. It was just god awful, and it's time to ask some tough questions about this coaching staff, I think, and preparation and just willingness. Because at first I thought they kind of came out looking good. The first maybe series, they looked like they wanted it. They looked like a Packers team that we complain about, like having energy and stuff. I thought they looked that way, and then it just became run-of-the-mill, vanilla, just couldn't get it done. Can't convert on third down, can't convert on fourth down. Just crap. It was terrible. This game was terrible. So your turn, Ren. Let me have it, and maybe you got one thing that you saw was good on this team tonight.
I mean, it wasn't obviously the outcome any of us would like to see, Tay. They talked about this is the first 0-0 tie at half in an NFL game in, 2 years? Defensive struggle. Both defenses played great. I mean, when you look around the NFC, and if anybody thinks the Eagles or the Packers have what it takes offensively to, get deep in the playoffs, there's a reason the Eagles have been talked about all year as a team that, just seems to kind of be middling because their offense really can't get itself going. And they look clearly like that. But so did the Packers. I mean, unfortunately, one of the things they talked about all week, they being the media, podcasters, all of us, is how important this offensive line was going to be today. And, obviously see Elton go out and maybe game ball to Sean Ryan. He stepped in and played a respectable game of center. But Jordan was harassed all game again today. And that's part of the reason this looked tougher for him. I think you might be a little hard on him. Some of that is, when you look around, and obviously Romeo goes out in the second half, and you don't have Jaden Reed, obviously. You don't have Tucker Kraft, obviously. You don't have Matthew Golden, obviously. You've got, Bo Melton back at wide receiver. Yeah. He's sacked 3 times in the first half. He's just harassed all game long. And with some of his play calling, they really didn't have the stuff there to get the ball down the field. Although, on the touchdown drive in the second half, when they finally do get 7, they talked about how the Packers 4 times previous had moved the ball past the 50-yard line and nothing to show for it. So at times they could move the ball, but it would just stall out. You'd feel like, they got a little momentum going, and then they didn't. Obviously, 2 big turnovers for each team in the first half. Defensively, great punch out by Edgerrin Cooper. Recovery by Keyshawn Nixon. You like to see stuff like that, but 2 what-if could have been huge plays by Bo Melton. The drop and then, unfortunately, not reestablishing himself and getting that ball back in the field, which I thought then, if that was the case, might have been a safety. So a lot of different things didn't go their way. I'm not going to sit here and apologize for them saying they played a great game. They certainly did not. But missing all those playmakers on offense really showed. The run game wasn't much. I think the defense did a great job against Saquon, other than, that screen pass, man. That kind of, to me, in the third quarter, I was like, oof. I don't know if they can recover. And then, play later, you've got Devontae Smith in the end zone with a beautiful pass by Jalen Hurts, and that's really all it took. I mean, you watch Hurts play his brand of quarterback; it's nothing that blows your mind, but it was just enough, and they get the win. And the Packers are, 0-3 last 3 tries against the Eagles. So
if you watch some of that Jalen Hurts like quarterback play tonight, I just think it was way better than Jordan. Jordan was flustered. He tried to dance around the pocket to try to extend plays and look for guys on the field, but it never happened. It never materialized, and there were terrible decisions he was making at the time of those. Jalen Hurts, dinks and dunks, and now he's thrown for touchdowns and 20-yard plays. It was, to me, it was night and day. Jalen looked way better at his position tonight than Jordan did. I know they're contemporaries, but you got to give it to Jalen. I think he had a better quarterback game for sure. He just seemed more agile and able to, work with that. Jordan
just enough. I mean, again, yeah. I think the Packer defense, they drew up enough blitzes that kept the Eagles uncomfortable. You talked about the Packers on third down. They weren't good. And they kept throwing the stat up there. 49%, number one in the NFL coming in this game. And they were, 2 of 11, something like that. I mean, it was probably worse than that. But it wasn't good on third down. And, they had an opportunity to tie the game at the end, which I was still surprised by. But that 3rd and 12 late, you've got them 3rd and 12, and they, convert it with a 16-yard pass play. That's more kind of Packers stuff also this year. Big third down plays. That they allow to happen. I mean, 3rd and 12, when it's getting near the end of the game, you got to have that stop. And they just didn't make, even on defense, the big play when they needed to. And they didn't do it on offense. And that's on everybody. It's on Jordan. It's on the defense. Again, pretty solid game. When a team only scores 10, you can't totally blame the defense. But, yeah, they didn't really have an answer for that offense. The Packers couldn't really get anything going, and they're missing too much, and you lose a huge guy in Tuck with what opens up that offense, and then not having extra guys on the field, it certainly doesn't look good, and you just wonder about this team, going to New York next week, a place they don't play well, and then Vikings, Lions, and Bears. Oh my! I mean, this is it, Tay.
Yep.
And they don't really, go 3-1 over that stretch. This is a 9-10 win team, and that's the reality. So,
and they're playing like it.
That's the stretch, man.
I understand you can say that they're missing guys and playmakers, but you get Christian Watson back. You have Romeo Doubs for 95% of the game, and you have Luke Musgrave, who he should have always been a part of this more than he has been. I know he was injured that one year, but I still you got Jacobs, you got Wilson. I think you got the guys, and you had most of those wide receivers out there. We got Wicks, you had Melton, and
there are plenty of big drops though today.
Yeah, right. So it's on just like the play call. It's on the just the I'm totally spacing on the word, to get it done. The conversion, to me, it's there. So like, why aren't these guys prepared? Why aren't these guys ready? Why aren't they making the plays that they need to? I don't see having a couple of these guys out, just a couple of these guys out. And Savion Williams was there tonight. So like everyone's, that's not an excuse for me. This just exposes them as unprepared, not coached well, not game plan well, and not able to adjust during the game. That's what I see tonight. Just a football team that doesn't want to, I guess, maybe put forth 1,000% like the other team seemed like they were doing. It's just disappointing to see that. I don't know. It's really hard to pinpoint something good in this type of game. It's just overshadowed by the mistakes and missed opportunities that they showed tonight. I look at, again, not to keep harping on Jordan Love, but example, I saw Musgrave down the field open several times, never thrown. Jordan Love was missing those looks tonight, those open wide receivers, those plays. And then you get the plays where he keeps throwing them downfield into double coverage against, two defenders to Watson, and it's like, yeah, when's the last time that worked? It just, to me, it seemed, well, I mean, yeah, it did happen last week, but that was a miracle, if you ask me. Like, and I don't know. I just don't think that Jordan Love was in his groove. He was not dialed in, and it's kind of the epitome of the Packers right now, because that's what this team is. They play as good as their quarterback does, and I think he didn't play well tonight, and the whole team followed suit. And we just get this lackluster performance, and that's what we have. Why expect anything more than what you saw tonight? Seriously, like how can you? It's just rinse and repeat. And now you got a game next week that whatever is against a bad team, but didn't they just fire their coach like today or yesterday? And so you don't like that, because that usually a team bounces back for at least 1 week. But then you have 3 division games in a row. I'm not expecting anything anymore. It just
time is now. I mean, if they're going to do anything with their season, they're going to do over the next 4 weeks, so they're not Tay. It's as simple as that. So, we'll see what happens. I'm just kind of at that point where we'll see what happens. Don't know with this football team. Again, I thought the defensive effort was solid. Let me ask you this: the last play of the game, would you have rather had them chuck it? Because they were afraid to kick clearly all game.
They were, but you should have just done it in a normal setting. You're trying to like whip out your offense again and try to get 2 yards. Which you see what was happening? Like, what was that? Like,
they're just trying to get a couple extra yards, because he had just missed it when they iced him.
No, I understand trying to get it, but like no one was on the same page. They didn't. I don't.
Trying to get a quick out to the sideline. I mean, that was the play design, and obviously, the Eagles knew they're going to try to do that, and didn't work. But I would rather have them huck it into, coverage with everybody down there and see what happens, because clearly they don't have faith in the long kick game right now. They really don't. Obviously, they're trying to kick that one because that's your shot to go to overtime. But I mean, this mismanagement of the kicker the last few weeks has been, and another thing you can call out today is mismanagement, and kind of inexcusable from a whole coaching organizational standpoint. So
absolutely. I think at that point, just either set up for the kick, let them call the timeout, and have everyone out there again, the kicking team out there, and reset. McManus is running on and off the field, like doing some practice stuff. I just think that just doesn't compute, and that doesn't lend well to what happened. I mean, you saw it. Or you just go with the pass plays until you have to Hail Mary it, which is fine. I mean, it's
chuck it.
Just rather flip the coin anyway. So do it. Doesn't matter.
One out of 100 drops in and you win, and why not? So, man, I think if you would have went to this game, you would have won your money back too, just like last one. At least they slugged it out defensively, and it was they're still the Super Bowl champs, man. So it is what it is.
Yeah, Eagles were a better team. I'm surprised they only scored 10, honestly. I mean, yeah, the Packers defense was great, but not getting to Jalen Hurts at all just is tiresome lately. I mean, we're supposed to have this, with Micah Parsons, have this pass rush, and it's just I don't know. I'm starting to get worried about it, because it seems not even there. Yeah, I know if you watch Parsons, he's getting double teamed, and he's getting to the quarterback and flushing him out. And he's doing
certainly his job. Affecting plays at times, no doubt.
Come on. So I'm just pissed off, like the rest of the Packer universe out there, and expectations are dropping. Ren, this team,
I'm just not surprised.
Go anywhere. Yeah,
it's not like last week. I'm just, I'll go to bed, man.
But I feel more like you did last week, where I'm just like upset about this, and I feel like I wasted my time watching this game. Well, basically.
Yeah, it's Monday, man.
Anyway.
Chalk it up to Monday.
Well, I appreciate everyone jumping into the live stream tonight. So that's fun. I'm glad everyone's showing up to watch the misery of our
Of
compatriots.
Tay. Tay is
Proud
in
of
the
me.
feels, you know. It
Just gross. Gross.
yeah, it is what it is, man. I don't know.
Oh.
Again, not surprised. I'm fine.
Wow. Well, let's learn from Ren. Ren has the Zen. I wish I
Today,
did.
at the very least. So talk to me in 4 weeks after they go through that
Yeah.
stretch. So, yep.
All right, everyone. We'll be back on Wednesday night with our normal podcast live stream. Check us out then. I guess until then, Ren, thanks for joining me tonight after the game. It's a late night.
I love it, Tay.
And
great way
thanks
to
everyone
great,
for
great way to
watching.
spend some time late on a Monday night.
Yeah. So everyone, take care. I hope you are less grumpy as I am right now, but I doubt it.
Until Wednesday, Tay, on the pup list.